Maintaining control of your digital identity can be quite complicated. Sometimes we tend to think we have control, but as time goes on, we begin to lose our self identity. Perhaps the ever changing emotions that we feel whenever we communicate with each other online, or even interact with our banking, or even controlling our digital footprint can be sometimes cumbersome. Ever ask yourself, how is your identity different from your real world self? Or perhaps how is it the same? The ideas that you portray, the representation that you want the world to see of yourself. Maybe we just click, something in our head just turns on, and we become someone who we really are not. Technology enables us to be more fully expressive in any dimension of our identity, perhaps by being on one platform such as Twitter, we can just voice our opinions. Being on Snapchat, we perform our silly side. If we're on Instagram, we want the whole world to see us in a more professional or maybe artistic demeanor or maybe talented demeanor. But having all these different platforms, we tend to have a different identity that we can portray. Technology has a way of governing our existence or influencing and even shaping our identity. Our digital footprint can also give us a detail on how we are being governed or being influenced. For example, if you don't like to partake in extracurricular activities that involves video games, you might not be tech savvy, but all of a sudden you have a special smartphone with an app that you just have the tendency to click whenever you're bored, and you will begin to make funny faces along with your friends, or perhaps involve yourself in a blog where you can actually be able to, give your opinion on a matter. Next thing you know, your emotions begin to change because you begin to involve yourself more in depth. To me, that's just technology controlling your emotions, controlling your everyday actions, and making you someone who you may have not thought you were in the first place. In turn, we develop a personality that allows us to perform at a different level. We know when to act professional when we're on a social media blog. We'll know when to act silly and funny when we are communicating with friends and family. We also know how to put on our best makeup and or our best attire when we're going to Skype or do a video teleconference. But this is how our behavior becomes different when we're on social media or on a technical platform. But out in public, we tend to behave more with a different etiquette. We don't want to seem too brass or too abrasive, when we're communicating with someone. We don't want to be rude. We're antisocial. But on social media, we can block whoever we want. We can give a thumbs down if we don't like something that we see. And this in turn makes our digital identity very effective in our personality. And it wraps us up in kind of like an envelope or a cloak. And it helps us identify who we really are when we're true to ourselves and how we interact in society.